Kick it.
Here we are at the end of day 2, and we're at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. I'm Andy McCaskey from SDR News. I'm joined by my 2 cohorts here. First of all, Todd Cochran.
Hey, Andy, thanks. It's been a great day. Yes, it's Todd Cochran from GeekNewsCentral.com.
And on my right, Jeffrey.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey Powers from Geekazine.com. How you doing?
Yeah, we've had a great day today. We have spent almost the entire day at the South Hall at the Las Vegas Convention Center. Got a lot of products to talk about, so I'll toss that over to Todd.
Well, I'm going to start off with 3 products, and I guess the one of them that we found, actually 2 of them I found, wasn't in the South Hall. It was actually where the cars were. First thing I want to talk about is AT&T Cruisecast. So some others are going to be happy, some others are going to be unhappy, but now you can bring TV to the automobile. For $28 a month, you can get 22 channels in your vehicle. They put a little satellite receiver on top of the roof of your car. It costs about $1,200 to get it installed. So you can get TV in the car now. 22 total channels. The second product is a product I just absolutely fall in love with, and I hope that all car manufacturers get on the ball and get this installed. Those of you out there that are fortunate enough to own a BMW, well, especially the higher series BMWs, you already are going to have this option available. Have a FLIR system put in your car. Now, what a FLIR system is an infrared system where when you're driving at night, you guys all seen those cop chase videos where they've got a helicopter in the air and they see the bad guy running through the backyard. Well, now you can have one of those sensors in the front of your car and you actually see deer or pedestrians jumping out in front of you. So they have a kit, $2,800 for a kit for any vehicle and being installed, which is pretty good. And probably my favorite product today was gyration. And you can find this at gyration.com. And actually, Andy, our cameraman, he was the guy that actually said, hey, we got to go in there and see this because I love this product. And what it is all of you are familiar with the Wii's, right? Well, how about a mouse that acts like a Wii that can be utilized laying in your bed, sitting on your sofa, can control your Windows Mobile, Windows Media Center, can also do presentations at a boardroom meeting. So it's not just sitting in your living room, but it's also in the business place as well. So we've got some good products there from Gyration, AT&T Cruisecast, and of course from FLIR Systems. So check those out. Back to you, Andy.
Yeah, it looks like you had a really productive day. I did as well. I'll let you go ahead and hold the mic here, and I'll start the rundown. We started out with a company called D-Box, and there were a number of these really high-performance gaming chairs, full motion, not simulation, but full motion, and to really enable people to enjoy their gaming experience. This was very entertaining, lots of fun. Lots of price, $3,200 for this particular thing. But if you're really into gaming, this is something that you would want to consider.
That cool stuff seems to come with like a $3,200 price tag, doesn't it?
It does, and that's one of the things that we seem to notice, that there was a bit of a trend. We did go by one booth, though, that we had visited last year that was much more focused and much more affordable, and something that a lot of people really need. I'm one of them because I love to crank the surround sound in the basement. Unfortunately, the rest of the family, being upstairs, are maybe less enamored with all that. There's a company called United Plastics, and they have a product called My Theater, which actually last year was just sound absorption panels, but this year they have developed a whole range of products utilizing recycled materials where you as a homeowner can retrofit into your home for the walls, for the floors, in a way to keep that sound and have great home theater on a budget, but keep the rest of the family happy as well. That, of course, can be begin at a very economical price point, but you could get some serious money into that as well. What we did find, though, was that there were some other products that were maybe in more affordable, and we found that magic price point. The magic price point being just under $200, $199.95. This came, first of all, from a company called NVIX. They have the NVIX Media Center. which is a hard disk drive based solution. Now this, you have to have a little bit of a geek skill level to take full advantage of this, because what they are selling is actually a frame. And this frame enables you to have internet radio, but it enables you also to have all sorts of media with a disk drive that you put into the system. So you have to be comfortable with going to an aftermarket store, but that's really good because the prices of disk drives are coming down, and so you could start out $200, put this in, have a media center that can drive your home theater, put in a 300 gig drive that you have right now, upgrade to a 500 gig, then a terabyte system, say in a year and a half, where those prices will be much more economical. The final thing that I found this afternoon was a company called Locate-U, L-O-K-8-U. And this is a company from the UK that was introducing a product called a GPS child locator, which allows you to know where your children are. This is a wristwatch that the child wears, and it actually doesn't look like a piece of tech equipment. It looks like a kid's wristwatch, but it contains a GPS receiver. It contains a interface to the cellular network, so that as a parent you can go ahead and pull up your cell phone and text WRU, where are you, and within 30 seconds it will report back the location of the child and the location of the watch. If someone tries to if the child decides that he's trying to take the watch off, it reports that, hey, it's been tampered with, and here's the location of the device itself. In addition, you can go in and take and define a safe area, which might be a 500-yard distance, or you can go into Google Maps and draw the perimeter of the park, and as long as your child stays within that perimeter, it won't alarm. But as soon as the child steps out of the perimeter, and it's accurate to just a few feet, as soon as they step out, you'll get a text message that said that your child's wanted out of that safe area. I was really impressed with this particular child locator service, LOCfigure8u.com.
Very cool.
So anyway, that's what I found. Now, Jeffrey was working the back channel like crazy.
Yeah, I kind of separated from the rest of the group, and I went around, and I went up to especially the second floor of the South Hall. I found a lot of great stuff, and a lot of great stuff you're going to find on the back channel. What we're going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the back channel, and then I'm going to show you my pick from the back channel, which you can go watch. We talked, we did a lot of it with 3M. We did a lot with Control 4 that does a lot of different projects with JVC and Panasonic and stuff like that. I have the D-Box race. They had some races there, so we went through that. We looked at a really cool thing where the Blu-ray, the big screen with Blu-ray, it failed. That's kind of cool. You got to check that out. Talked with SanDisk. We talked with we saw a game with Creative and stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of stuff you don't normally see on the primary channel. You see cool background, unedited type stuff on the back channel. Well, one thing I did find on the band I showed on the back channel is a company called Ergotron. Now, what they do is they make monitor mounts. Different types of monitor mounts and different types of fields, from home desktops to medical fields. They got it on the back here. They got this nice little kiosk that this one woman is using right here. The one thing that I really liked is this monitor mount on the front, where you can take your laptop, you can put it, and you can put a monitor right next to it, and work a dual monitor system without compromising the laptop and stuff like that. I used to use this all the time, a similar system like this, but I never had a mount to use with it. This would have been perfect for that. So Ergotron is what I really liked on the back channel, so check that out. What I did like from when I was walking with you guys was one of the first companies we did on the primary channel, and that was from 3M. They had a bunch of great projectors. They have their little handheld projector called the M110. They have a lot of great wall projectors and pull-out projectors for home theater, so they don't get in the way, so you don't have to go and reorganize your whole house just to put a projector in there. And so if people walk in front of the screen, they're not having the problem of actually seeing the shadows on the screen. So that's my choice as the 3M product line today. That was very, very nice.
As you can see, we've been busy today, and now here's Todd.
Well, a little earlier we did the randomizer, and the randomizer picked the pick of the day, so we're going to be doing that in just a moment. But to make all this great coverage possible, it's really taken the effort of the support of the sponsors, and we hope that you will take a look at GoToMeeting. It's a online conferencing solution that will allow you to hold online meetings anywhere, anyplace, anytime. All you got to do is really just fire up the computer, invite someone in, and you can have an online conference session started immediately. You can get a free 30-day demo at gotomeeting.com/podcast. Again, gotomeeting.com/podcast. Andy?
Okay, well, we ran the randomizer, and we've selected the product of the day, and who won the toss here?
Well, it was Geek News, so Todd, you get the pick of the day.
Well, as we've gone through these products today, and we sit around the table hashing out who's going to be the product of the day, we tried to look for the company that was the most innovative, who had a new product, and really that ended up being the folks at Lock 8U with the GPS child locator. And really, this is an interesting product in that what I liked about it was, the first thing I said was, well, the kid's just going to take the watch off, and it has a special locking system, so a parent actually has to unlock the watch to get it off, and the ability to be able to track the kid, I think it updates like every 7 minutes. It's an amazing service. Now, what did they say, Andy, what was going to be the monthly price for that?
I'm thinking that the monthly price was less than $1 a day.
So, if you've got kids that are running around, especially, running around in the neighborhood and you're a little bit worried about their safety, if you've got one that maybe likes to explore his boundaries from time to time, this is probably a great product. And so anyway, it's a GPS child locator. It's the first of its kind that I know of, at least. Anyway, it is our pick of the day.
Yep. That's it, and I think that it's a brand new product. I think it's going to be in early summer that this is going to be available. So go to their site, take a look at the product, and I hope they'll be taking pre-orders. And I know we're going to be talking with them. We've talked about having them on the Tech Podcast Roundtable. So that's you'll be hearing more from them through the Tech Podcast Network. That's it. We've finished up here on the for the day, except we have one thing that we've forgotten: the turkey. What would our turkey today be?
Gee, well, I didn't follow you most of the morning, so I'm not exactly sure what the turkeys would be for the day. I didn't really see anything that stood out. And usually, just so people know, it's not a bad product. Although it's just a product that either might need a little bit more development, might need a little bit more thought into it before it goes on in production. But
or makes you say, "Huh?" It's like, why is this here? Todd, did you find one?
The only kind of turkey that I found was we kind of got drug into the booth. Sometimes the booth people can be really aggressive, and you almost can't say no. And we got drug in, and we saw a product that made me kind of really wonder who would buy it. But I guess maybe a few people would. It was basically a liquid LED display that had weather-type data on it, and then they had other ones that would have baseball, and you could text message the frame, but it had text about that big. And it really, why would you do that if you have the internet already? If you have, bring up ESPN or whatever sports, I just don't understand why you would have just a little frame giving you those types of information. The price was relatively inexpensive, but it was kind of, I'm like, I didn't get it.
Okay, well, just the fact that we had trouble deciding what product was questionable, would be a turkey product, is actually a good thing, because that says that the products we're seeing are meeting real needs that families have, that people have, and it makes it fun.
What we want to do now is go ahead and show you our product of the day, and after that, we'll be right back.
We're at CES 2009, and one Andrew talking to another here. The company is Lock 8U Limited, and they have a very interesting product, particularly if you have young children.
Absolutely right, Andrew. We've got a new product that's come to the market, which we launched on Monday this week at CES, which is a pure child location device. The whole purpose of the device is to allow children to get an element of freedom that enables them to go out and play in the parks, and allows you as a parent to have a degree of comfort that you know where they are at any point in time.
Well, it looks like you've really looked at this very carefully and almost thought like a kid as far as how you would do this and how you would use this, and you've anticipated a number of issues that could come up. First of all, it looks like a watch.
Well, the whole point that we wanted to put across was that we wanted a product that the child was going to be happy to wear, and the parent felt comfortable that they would the child would be able to wear. And built into that, we've put an element of security. So as far as the child's concerned, they're wearing a fairly reasonable, funky-looking type of watch, and they're unknown totally, however often the parents actually want to interact with the device.
So it's set up that once the child puts it on, what's to keep them from just taking it off?
The way the product actually works is that the watch has a unique strap that's got steel woven wire running through it. The strap then just connects in as per that, and as soon as that is connected, the device then becomes active and live. If the child should actually be able to forcibly remove the strap, which we doubt they would, or should they use the emergency release button, as soon as that happens, an alert will be sent to the user's parents, both to their mobile phone and also their email address.
Okay, so how much intelligence? This is a GPS receiver?
It's GPS and also GSM technology built into the device.
So the device is aware of its location at all times, but it's also linked from a communication standpoint.
Absolutely. What we use is the GPS technology to get a fix on the device, which we will get to an accuracy of within 3 meters.
So it's pulling secondary data from the phone system then?
It's polling from the satellites. We go direct up to the satellites to get a fix. It comes back down and presents information to you on your mobile phone or on your email address, and provides you with an address, a location with a zip code, and if you have a 3G enabled mobile phone, it'll also render Google Maps onto that phone and put an icon in exactly where it is.
So it'll show you on the map, and so if I had wanted to find a location of the child, or in my case the grandchild, I just text them from my phone?
Absolutely. All you do is text WRU, which is where are you, send it. Within 30 seconds you'll get information back which will give you the street name, the building number, the zip code, and the link into Google Maps.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the charging system, which I thought was pretty clever here as well.
Sure. The charging system's very simple. We've got a magnet built into that, and you simply just connect it onto the charging system. There's a plug obviously going into the mains, and you just leave it at that. 2 lights will come on as soon as it goes onto the charging unit, which are orange. As soon as the unit is fully charged up, those turn green, and the product is then ready to go.
What sort of life do you get out of the battery?
The battery in standby will get 100 hours. In normal use, and by normal use we recommend that you're probably getting 8 to 10 interactions with the device a day. You'll get 2 to 3 days out of it. If you're checking the child every 2 or 3 minutes, then you'll get about 8-9 hours out of it.
Okay, so it has ample capacity as far as repetitive checks and so forth if you're quite worried. Now, is this, can you set artificial limits, for example, if you want them to stay within a park or within a half-mile range or something like that?
Oh, absolutely. We've got 2 methodologies of doing that. You can either set a radius safe zone from exactly where the device currently is, and you can set that to whatever limit you want, from 1 meter up to 1,000 miles, or even beyond if you really wanted to. Alternatively, if you've got a child that was going out to a park, you can go onto our website, use Google Maps, and actually define the park area on Google Maps, use that as a safe zone, set it. The child goes and plays in the park. Should they go outside the area you've defined, you will get an alert within 30 seconds that says they're no longer there. They are actually now wherever they are, heading down Fifth Avenue, or in your wife's case, maybe headed to Saks.
Yeah. Now, what is the price point, and where do people find more information?
The information at the moment is only available on our website, which is www.locateyou.com. The price point we envisage when it comes into the States is going to be $200 US with a monthly subscription from $10.
Okay. And so that's LOK8U.com. Okay. Andrew, thanks very much. Have a great show.
Andrew, thanks very much.
All right.
Cheers.
That's the results from day 2 at the Consumer Electronics Show here in Las Vegas. I'm Andy McCaskey from SDR News. Say goodbye. Now let me talk to
Jeffrey Powers from Geek.
Okay, and then hand this over to Todd Cochran.
And, of course, I'm Todd Cochran from Geek News Central. It's been our pleasure to bring you this coverage. Make sure you get over to techpodcast.com and check out all the great content shows over there. Of course, check out our pick of the day from day 1 was just up on the website as well. Until tomorrow.
You can tell that the sleep deprivation is starting to kick in.
It is starting to kick in.
Okay, see you later.
See ya.